Welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about designing. In this video you're going to see how the designers capture the data and then how they populate it into a design, which then leads into procurement. What to bring into the site, what to install so the civil contractors know what to install, and essentially creates the design profile for each site. The sites that we're doing in the Ministry of Water project is so important because essentially that is going to tell us what to procure. Ignore this, my daughter decided to change my smoothie cup into a Peppa Pig cup today. I don't know why, but that's her choice. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I hope you're well. So today we're going to talk about designers. So you're going to go through this whole video about how we design the systems for the Ministry of Water project here in Uganda using solar irrigation. We have a real detailed design drawings, essentially like when you build a house, you have drawings, right? So the same thing for each site, just there's so many sites here.
Our design process is segmented into several steps. The first one being pre-feasibility stage, which is handled by a regional team. And then from there we do some sites require test pumping, then we do test pumping. Then after that, those which don't, or after test pumping, we do feasibility study.
By having thorough designs, you will be able to optimize the utilization of the solar panels, utilization of the pumps, and utilization of the controllers that will be pumping water.
Essentially, the ministry gives us a load of designs, loads of sites. And then my guys will look at those sites and go, right, okay, is it going to be feasible to put a solar irrigation site on those sites?
We use the industry standards of design. We have the various guidelines, manuals, standards of reports, what we need to use, like water. So we do water quality in the lab. We check, we do soil analysis to check whether the parameters match with what we want to use the water or soil for.
There is always need for design updates or reviews to suit the ground conditions.
If it's a borehole, that's why you do test pumping to understand the yield, to understand the static water level, dynamic water level, drawdown, transmissivity. If it's a valley tank or a valley dam, we have to look at catchment yield of that source so that we can be able to gain an understanding of how much water we can be able to draw from that water source.
The water supply system consists of an intake, which is a borehole as a source, and then we have a pump house, which houses wellhead fittings and different electromechanical components. Then we have a transmission main that delivers water to the reservoir. Then from the reservoir, the water is distributed to the target areas by gravity.
As a company, we don't want to outsource too much because, you know, the integrity of the system, it's got to be owned by Nexus Green, right? So when we look at what we're doing or what we're selling, we have onus of that. So we can say, okay, we validate this warranty, or actually our work is great, or we could have done better here. There's always room for improvement, right?
We apply the known standards that are widely adopted worldwide, East Africa and Uganda, so that we are able to have our designs to the standard and the level which is acceptable.
There are many areas in the country, all over the globe, with water scarcity. This project is mainly producing water for domestic consumption, but also for agricultural use. When you have optimum designs, you'll be able to provide enough water because our crops need water. So you can actually produce crops throughout the year.
We look at the demand of the different communities or villages that we are going to supply, and then we assess the supply if it is sufficient to meet the demand of these different communities. After that, we size the different components that can now make this system functional.
Design especially is like a production line. Without collaboration, then you do not have the design coming up.
Usually in the communities, we hold focus group discussions, and those are usually groups of about 8 to 12 people. And you solicit their views concerning the project. You tell them about the project, and then they also give you their views. They know where they want the different locations of the tap to be. They'll tell you we have a school somewhere there, we shall need a tap stand. They'll tell you we have a hospital, we shall need. They'll tell you we have a marketplace. So such views are the ones that support our designs to be relevant, to meet their needs and expectations.
These guys essentially kickstart the whole process. So the designers are so important at Nexus Green, and we do everything in-house. So what you see is all people that work for Nexus Green. So I'm really proud that we've built the capacity within the country, as well as, you know, providing jobs and security in that respect.
We receive feedback from the client. We receive feedback from our teams in regions which are carrying out the construction of these sites. Also, we make sure that our designs also comply with the employer's requirements, which are given to us as guidelines to the design of what the employer wants.
It's really important to do a full 360 to make sure that when we do the design, that when we implement it, it's perfect.
As engineers, we are supposed to provide solutions to the communities where they're having challenges.
The challenge given to us as the design team members is to make sure that we are up to the task, to always update ourselves with advancing technology in our areas of specialty.
Today, with the power of computing and cloud computing and all the algorithms in place, we're able to come up with the best simulations. We're doing a lot of designs using artificial intelligence that enables us to simulate the performance of the system as designed.
We just make sure that we are on top of the trends of changing technologies, and ensure that we again bring these changes into our designs, to the extent that now I think Nexus Green very soon is going to be, actually already now, they are opinion leaders in this industry because of the knowledge base that we have amassed at this station. And so we are able to give direction and guidance and queries.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Very, very technical about designing, but I hope you can understand. See, the reason why I'm doing these YouTube videos is for everyone to appreciate. It might look very glossy, shiny from the outside, but so much work goes into each of these sites. You have no idea how many hours goes into making sure the designs are done so specifically for those farmers, so they get the best out of those systems. The Nexus Green systems are all bespoke. We do not do anything off the shelf. So everything we do has to come from the design. So I hope you appreciate it. I hope you share, like, and subscribe the video, and I'll catch you later. Take care, bye.